Okay, guys, let's have a little chat about Romania's entry for this year. This has to be one of my on the fence songs, shall we say. I remember hearing it for the first time thinking, wow, this is a really cool song, really cool vocal, but does it have a place at Eurovision? And what I mean by that is, obviously the title is a very interesting phrase. Some may interpret it in a different sort of way, not necessarily in a positive way. And some may be questioning, oh, is this on the sexy side? For me personally, I just wanted to listen to the song and see what I thought of it, really, and sort of focus on the vocal. As I've said, I think the vocal is great. Alexandra has a really interesting voice. She's got a really pop rock kind of sound, which always goes down well at Eurovision. But as for the song itself, I cannot tell how this is going to be received by the audience of, the Eurovision audience, basically. For me personally, it would be a non-qualifier, and that's just because my personal taste it doesn't really match with. But I completely appreciate the artistry behind the songwriting and the song generally. So, for the people that are big fans of this song, I get it. But for me personally, it just isn't one of my faves. I think for me, with all of that said, I'm not overly bothered if it doesn't qualify.
Okay, Romania with, and let me hope I get this right, ALEXANDRA CAPITANESCU, let's hope I got that right, with their song Choke Me. To say that this song has been controversial in some aspects would be an understatement. Obviously, the title of the song makes some people think of a very particular scenario involving choking. I believe Alexandra has come out very strongly to say that is not what the song is about. In fact, it's about something very different. But, you can sort of see why people have drawn those impressions. For me, that wasn't really a concern. I really like the production of this song, the way it sounds, the way it's been put together. I think you've got a great blend, like a great build up to the chorus. The chorus is very memorable, very catchy, which always helps. The random bits of operatics in there, particularly during the chorus, I go back and forth whether I'm a fan of that or not. I do think after JJ's win last year that lent more into the opera. We're seeing more examples of operatics come through, I guess the most strongly with France, a huge example with France. But, other songs are including smatterings of it there. And it's not that in this song it sounds bad per se, but it just, to me at least, it feels a bit random. It's been chucked in there for one reason or another. But the actual song, it's one of the heavier songs this year. I think the vocals sound great in the studio version. The live version, I feel like I need to see a few more performances. The national final one was good, but it wasn't perfect. I'm just hoping in Vienna all those elements come together and produce a really strong performance, because Romania, of course, is coming back to the contest after a 2-year break, and it's always nice to see returning countries do well if their songs, if the songs have the remit to back it up, and I really feel this one does. This one's riding high a lot in fan opinions and the odds as well, though that's not everything. But I'd like to think this song's going to be a safe qualifier. I feel because it's so different to a lot of the more traditional sounding pop. In fact, it's a heavier song. I think that's going to help it stand out. Yeah, Alexandra Capitanescu, Choke Me. I like the song. Great production, great song idea. Some elements, like I said, I'm not too sure on. Need to see that staging. I think if the staging can really enhance what's going on in the song, make it feel very epic, very grand, then I think this is an easy qualifier. But, we'll just have to wait and see come the live shows in Vienna.
So there you have it, those are our thoughts. We hope you enjoyed this video, and of course leave your comments on the song down below in the comments. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're enjoying these, we certainly are. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye!
Bye.